Hi guys. Happy Christmas Eve for today's video. I thought it would be really fun to do the Christmas cookie book tag because I don't know about you, but when I was a kid we would make Christmas cookies the night before Christmas for Santa, and also I freaking love cookies. This tag has various questions that coordinate with different kinds of cookies, and I thought that that was really cute. I did this last year on Christmas Eve, and so I was really excited to do it again this year, but we'll go ahead and jump right into the questions. Question number 1 says, the chocolate chip cookie, the cookie that's comforting in any season, name an old favorite. I always want to recommend people to the Strongbow Saga by Judson Roberts. It's a little difficult to get your hands on this now, but if you can, I cannot recommend it enough. It is a historical fiction series about Vikings, and unfortunately, due to some issues with the publishing company, Judson Roberts doesn't really get the recognition that he deserves because these books are wonderful, they're incredibly engaging, you actually feel like you are learning about Vikings and you're getting Viking culture, and I love them. Question number 2, it says, the biscotti, the cookie that is tough to bite into but totally worth the effort. What is a book that was difficult for you to get into but you're so glad you stuck through to the end? So I obviously adore Mistborn, as you can probably tell from my multiple editions of it. It is my favorite trilogy, but I had to start the first book twice. I also almost gave up on Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. It is beautifully written, but it is so beautiful all the time that it's not really my style normally that I gravitate toward. So I almost stopped reading it, but I'm very glad I stuck it through because the themes in that story, in that duology, I found to be really powerful, very impactful, and now it's one of my favorites. Question number 3 says, sugar cookies, the cookie that comes in all shapes and sizes, give a diverse recommendation. So I feel a teensy bit bad with this question because I guess I don't, okay, I'll give my answer. My answer would be And I Darken, because one of the main characters is it revealing to say what they are? I'm not gonna say, but they are a person who is represented that I don't see represented very often, and they're a notable character in the story. And the reason that I feel a little bad saying this is because I am not what this person is, and so I feel bad saying, oh, it's such great representation, because how the heck would I know? But what I can say is, when I read it, I didn't feel like this person was treated as the thing that they are. I felt like they were written as a person. Question number 4 says, peanut butter blossoms, the underdog cookie that eventually became a Christmas favorite. Name a character that slowly but surely grew on you. I'll say Elliot from the Mistborn series. I never really loved Elliot for a while, but eventually I came to really appreciate his character and appreciate what he brought to the table. His solutions were always to be diplomatic, which is how I think I am in real life, but when I'm reading a story, I'm like, can you just just use your position to order people to do what you want? Like, I would get frustrated because I'm like, darn it, why does he always have to be like such a good guy? The next question says, snickerdoodles, the cookie with the name that you can't say without smiling. Name a book that made you smile or laugh. Full Metal Alchemist makes me crack up. I absolutely love the humor in Full Metal Alchemist. The next one says fruit cake cookies, the cake that should never have been made into a cookie. What's a book that you could do without? I'm really not into explicit sex in books, which is a weird thing to say on Christmas Eve, but because of this fact, I could do without the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. It's really explicit. It's really explicit. The next question says, the gingerbread house, it's more than just a cookie, it's a masterpiece. What's a book that has the best writing and or world building? So in a different tag I did, I had almost an exact same question to this one. So rather than talk about the world building element, I'm going to talk about the part of this question that refers to the writing. And so a book that ultimately I don't really think was for me because it was a little romance heavy, but the writing really was stunning, would be Winter Song by S.J. Jones. The next question says, cookies baked especially for Santa. Share a book that you plan on reading this holiday season. I am planning on reading through the first book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy or story, depending on how pretentious you are, because some people are like, it's actually originally supposed to have been one book. Whatever, it's sold as a trilogy, sold as 3 separate books, so the first book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The next question says cookie swap. What's your favorite holiday cookie? And if you'd like, share the recipe or the link to the recipe in the description box of your video. I'm gonna actually recommend this one brand of cookie dough called Alpendough. It is gluten-free and I believe nut-free and vegan or something like that. It's pretty much something anybody could eat, and the cookies actually do turn out really, really delicious. And the last question says, a glass of milk to wash it all down. What's your favorite holiday drink? I would have to say hot cocoa. I'm pretty boring. I mostly just drink water, but I also really like the Martinelli's apple cider. I think that's pretty yummy, and I don't know if this counts, but Coca-Cola always has those cute little ads with the polar bears. So also Coke. That's it though for my Christmas cookie book tag. Let me know what your answers to these questions would be. Let me know what your favorite kind of cookie is. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas. I hope you have lots of joy and presents and just a jolly good time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.